Stephanie and Drew's situation just keeps getting more chaotic, and the internet is eating up every new development. The couple, known for their ongoing struggles with housing, has finally moved out of their cramped one-bedroom apartment. However, instead of securing a new home, they have checked into a hotel, with their belongings stashed away in a rented storage unit. Stephanie documented their moving process in a time-lapse video on TikTok, likely expecting to share a raw and personal moment with her followers. But one shocking incident caught in the video has left viewers outraged. At one point in the sped-up footage, one of their cats, the same one they allegedly abandoned, suddenly darted back into the apartment. The cat, clearly terrified and confused, ran through the front door as if seeking refuge. What happened next left people stunned. Without hesitation, Drew grabbed the cat and threw it outside, while Stephanie simply stood there, visibly startled but making no effort to intervene. The internet immediately erupted with backlash, with many accusing the couple of neglect and cruelty. If that wasn't bad enough, Stephanie later admitted that she had called animal control to come pick up the cats. She claimed that she had been unable to find them a new home, and with the family now staying in a hotel, she couldn't bring them along. This confession only fueled more criticism, with people questioning why she hadn't tried harder to rehome them before making such a drastic decision. Many pointed out that her video was proof that she and Drew had essentially just tossed the cats aside without a second thought, and animal lovers were furious at how heartlessly the situation was handled. Meanwhile, the drama has extended far beyond the cats. Stephanie's mother, Mary, has now publicly spoken out, offering to help Stephanie and her kids, but making it crystal clear that she wants nothing to do with Drew.
I am here for Stephanie. But make no mistake, I have absolutely no room in my heart, in my home, or anywhere in my I just can't even go there. Drew's not welcome here.
This revelation led to a flood of reactions online, with many people supporting Mary and urging Stephanie to take her up on the offer. In Mary's comment section, one user pointed out that the internet would fully support Stephanie if she just left Drew behind.
Watching my daughter go viral because she's doing such a great job has been one of the hardest things I have ever had to sit back and watch. Watching my daughter make decisions to stay with a man who clearly does not care about her, doesn't care about those children, continues to bring her down, keeps her from even having the sense to reach out to her family and ask for help.
Mary's response, a simple like on the comment, which sent a strong message about where she stands. Others went even further, calling Stephanie and Drew's relationship a textbook example of manipulation and toxicity. One person commented that Stephanie is so deeply brainwashed by Drew that she prioritizes him over her own children, refusing help even when it could benefit them. Mary herself has been vocal in her frustration, admitting that she has tried to step in and offer assistance, but Stephanie refuses to accept it. In one reply, Mary revealed that Drew has even threatened her with physical violence if she ever showed up in person. This revelation had people even more concerned, wondering if Stephanie was truly in control of her own decisions or if Drew was isolating her from her support system. However, instead of addressing these claims, Stephanie took to Facebook to fire back at her mother. She wrote a post essentially accusing Mary of only speaking out for financial gain, insisting that if her mother truly cared, she would have been there in person weeks ago instead of making a public spectacle. The tension between them became even clearer when a follower asked if Stephanie planned to take her mother up on her offer to help. Stephanie's response was a firm no, claiming that if Mary genuinely wanted to help, she would have reached out privately instead of making social media posts. However, many people quickly pointed out inconsistencies in her story, questioning whether she was the one who had actually blocked her mother first.
It's move-out day tomorrow, and in case you didn't catch on, we did not find a place, so we will be going to a hotel and getting a storage unit.
Beyond the family drama, Stephanie has also been struggling to find stable housing. She has been looking into a service called Second Chance Apartments, which supposedly helps people with bad credit or rental histories find a place to live. But according to Stephanie, something about the process feels off. She claims that every time she calls, she ends up speaking to the same woman, and when she asks to be transferred, the woman just changes her voice and keeps talking.
You go on secondchanceapartments.com, there's like a number you can call for the general line. I call that general line and it always goes to the same person. I'm suspicious why a general number would always go to the same person. Usually like call a big Nike number. You're not going to get the same customer service rep every time. Why would I get the same person every time? So I asked, can I speak to somebody else? Because I'm not trying to be rude, but I've spoke with you for the past week and nothing's become of it. Can I speak to somebody else? She rerouted me to somebody else in the company, another customer service rep, and it literally just sounded like the girl just switched up her voice, switched up her accent a little bit, and I was talking to the same person.
This has made Stephanie suspicious, and she posted online asking if anyone else has had a similar experience. Viewers have suggested she reach out to DHS for help, but she claims they only referred her to 211, which turned out to be a dead end. With no clear solutions, people keep asking her what her backup plan is if she doesn't secure housing soon.
You say contact DHS and 211. I've done this. I've called every resource that 211 gave us, and this was the next route that we went to hopefully get some help, because somebody from one of the apartments we called said, well, why don't you try this service that I've heard a lot of people have a luck through. What would the plan be if you guys don't find housing? Okay, I don't know of another plan besides getting a hotel and getting a storage unit, because even the fact that I have 4 siblings who have housing out here and a mother, none of them have offered for us to stay with them until we figure out some kind of situation. Nor would I even want to stay with any of them, because they haven't been here through any of this shit, okay? That's just my siblings and my family.
While Stephanie insists she is doing everything she can to find stability, her refusal to accept help from her mother has left many people frustrated. Mary has stated that she has worked as a domestic violence advocate and understands how difficult it can be to leave a toxic relationship.
Watch her videos and you see, oh gosh, she really hates her mom. There's really, I'm not convinced she hates her mom. I'm convinced she knows that I'm the one person who could rescue her, who could set her straight, who could help her come to her senses, and she's too scared to reach out to me.
But watching Stephanie put her children through homelessness instead of accepting help has been heartbreaking. Some viewers believe that Stephanie will eventually have no choice but to return to her family, but others think she will cling to Drew no matter what, even if it means putting her children through more hardship.
No, I will not be taking my mom up on her offer on me and my kids going to stay with her. That is just not going to happen. That lady popping up right now, it sickens me, honestly. And that's all I'm saying about that, because a part of me that's healed on everything that she brought on my past just does not want to spend any time on her. She gets absolutely no time of day from me. And that is for me to decide. It's not up to a bunch of strangers to decide what I should and shouldn't forgive from a past you weren't even there for.
Living in a hotel with a family of 7 is no easy feat, and there are real concerns about the challenges they will face. While Oregon does not have specific laws prohibiting a large family from staying in a hotel, most establishments have their own occupancy rules, which could make it difficult for them to stay there long term. Hotel living also comes with a host of safety issues, from limited space and fire hazards to a lack of childproofing. With their living situation still unstable, many are wondering if Stephanie and Drew are taking the necessary precautions to keep their family safe. Despite all of this, the cat incident remains one of the most talked about aspects of the story. Many people who slowed down the video were horrified to see the look of fear on the cat's face as it was tossed outside. This moment became a symbol of the couple's perceived indifference, reinforcing the idea that they see their pets, and possibly their own children, as afterthoughts in their chaotic lives. Stephanie later posted on Facebook, claiming she did try to find someone to take the cats, but didn't want to post screenshots of her messages because she felt it would violate people's privacy.
Hopefully, I'm hoping genuine, nice people who are actually offering. If there really is somebody who wants to get the cats, I'd be more than happy to try to set that up. Like I'm saying, I just feel like there's a lot of risk factors going into this that I just was trying to, I really would like to avoid. If people can just act adult and mature about it.
However, by the time she made this post, the damage was already done. People were already convinced that she and Drew had failed their pets, just as they had failed to provide a stable home for their kids. Steph later explained that she had no choice but to call animal control to take the cats because every shelter in her area was overwhelmed and out of resources. She also claimed that she couldn't find any family or friends willing to take them in.
Not to mention the mental strain that also has on me. But it is what it is and life goes on and we have to keep going, so that's what we're doing. Now I know you're thinking, well, what about the cats if you guys didn't find a place to go and you didn't find anywhere for the cats to go? Despite the mantra that everybody blew me up and wanted everybody to believe, I never wanted to abandon these cats. But from my research, and maybe I'm wrong on this, but all of the shelters and sanctuaries in my area are tapped out for resources. I wasn't able to find any family or friends to take them while we try to figure this whole situation out. It's freaking sad, and I don't think many people are going to understand it, but I had to make the decision of actually calling animal control back myself and asking them to take the cats because I don't want these fur babies actually to be abandoned. That's the last thing I freaking want. And again, I don't know if that's something my mom has mentioned. Oh, I'll take the cats. I don't give two shits. I'm not dealing with her. To me, that's literally no different than welcoming my ex back into my life. You just don't welcome back people that have given you nothing but traumatic.
Despite this, many people still believe she should have tried harder to rehome them before resorting to such a drastic measure. Meanwhile, a moving video of Steph driving the U-Haul has sparked even more conversation. In the clip, she appears to be all smiles, looking surprisingly happy for someone moving her family of 7 into a hotel. Viewers were quick to question why she seems so cheerful in such a stressful situation, with some even asking, "Where are the kids?" Since a U-Haul doesn't legally have room for 5 children to sit safely, people are now wondering who was watching them while Steph and Drew focused on moving. Another detail that stood out was the fact that Steph, not Drew, was the one driving. This led to speculation that Drew's license might be suspended, which could explain why she took the wheel instead of him. One commenter summed up the situation by saying, "Smiling ear to ear while preparing your kids to be homeless is heartbreaking." As if the controversy wasn't enough, Steph's next video, titled Sunday Reset as a family of 7 living in a motel, only added to the chaos. From the abandoned cats to the uncertain future of her family, viewers can't help but question the choices she and Drew are making. With no clear plan in place, the situation just keeps getting messier. But what do you think? Was calling animal control really Steph's only option? Why do you think she was the one driving the U-Haul? And most importantly, where were the kids? And what's really going on with Drew? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to stay updated on all the latest influencer drama. Until next time.